So, I'm going to make a little tier list about the Steam games I own. I'm just going to make clear a few things. First of all, there are some games that won't appear here because I bought them. I had a PS1, a PS2, a PS3. The PS3 was really disappointing, so then I jumped to PC, and then I became a video game dev. So, if a game isn't here, it's because I bought it in the PS3, and I'm just not going to buy it again in Steam. So this list is only Steam games I legally own. Yes, I have played 1,000 of games already, but this will be really short because it will be only about AAA games. Indie games will be on a separate video because I don't think it's fair to put indie games against AAA games, because they're made by enterprise, they're made by teams of 100 people with a lot of information, with a lot of tools that indie just doesn't have. Also, I am a video game dev, so this will be from a point of view that not everyone has. So expect the list to be really different to what other people do and say. Also, there is no Ubisoft games because Ubisoft Connect is really bad and they just don't let you own your games. So for Ubisoft games, my recommendation is just get the stuff, the high C's. So let's start. The tiers are special, if it's really cool, recommended, if it's good, if it's like, yeah, cool game, okay, if it's a 5 out of 10, regular, if it's a little bit bad game, bad, it's like bad game, horrible, if just don't touch it, not even with a stick. So let's begin. First of all, the Middle-earth games. They're regular games because they have this thing of spam, that is constantly spamming enemies, and you have like 3 seconds between enemy and enemy. Like, it's really frustrating. It's like you kill an enemy, you walk 2 seconds and there's more, and the entire map is that enemies, and there is no other way to interact with the world. The story is also not very good. So in the end, you have this thing that's really boring. It's really boring. So they're regular, there could be better games. Combat is bad, it's just a copy of Batman. And Batman has really brain dead combat. So regular. If I was the director of that thing, it would be a 10 out of 10. But as I not, I give it a 4. Silver Case. Horrible game. Just really horrible game. And it's the same with all of Suda51 games. The idea is really cool, but the execution of the idea is completely horrible. Really bad execution. All of the Suda51 games, they began with a really cool idea, and the entire of the game is absolute trash. If I went and I bought all of the games of Suda51, I will remain every single game. I will remake them and I will make it better. and it will be such good games that Suda51 will commit seppuku in front of me for making such bad games. Yes, I'm out to get Japan as a video game dev. I'm going to destroy Japan. That is my entire goal as a video game dev. Next, Bayonetta. Horrible. Hideki Kamiya is a horrible video game dev. Bayonetta is bad because the game is full of stuff that you watch it and you're like, why? Quick time events in an action game is absolute horrible. Like, you don't put stuff like that in an action game. Quick time events just kill the game. Entire repeated enemies, entire repeated boss, and the story just goes on and on and on, and it's so bad. It's just so bad, man. The console, horrible game. Don't play it. I'm not going to watch. Cyberpunk, horrible. Why is a horrible game, Cyberpunk? Well, I'm glad you guys asked. The game is just Borderlands, but on a cyberpunk setting instead of a space setting. So when it was 2013, they promised to make a game where you will play as a cop finding psychopaths and just bringing them in or killing them. There is a conspiracy. That was the original idea. Then they over-deliver. They say, well, we are going to make more than 30 stories. You will be able to look up the profession of your character. Your character will be an entire shit, like if this was a real board game. And they didn't deliver in anything. Like, you play the game and you only play as a solo. You're not playing, not even. There is no difference in the story, there is no difference in anything. You cannot see and interview your character. That if you look up to the books of Cyberpunk, customization is everything. The custom is everything. Making your own character, your own story, that's everything in Cyberpunk board game. In this one, in 2070, you don't do anything. Like, CD Projekt Red just dropped the ball. They weren't ready to make a game like this, and I really hope you see the PR, you go down, because you don't grab something so cool as Cyberpunk and just drop the ball like that. Like, I hope you guys go under, and I'm going to curb stomp you making a Cyberpunk game better than you. Dishonored 1, it's okay. I like it, cool game. I would have loved if there was a little bit of more tools, and if the game didn't punish you for using the powers. That's like really stupid, but it is what it is. Dishonored 2, regular. It should be better than the first game, but it's worse, except in the localization. Karnaka, I like it more than that one, but sadly they didn't make the story better. If I was the director of the game, what I would have done is make another character, like, I don't know, make it a noble, a boxman, something like that, and the guy gets betrayed. Like, for example, let's say he has a box match and the match he fixed, he loses, and he maybe gets captured or he goes to jail, and then he has to rise up and take all the cans out from Karnaka. That is what I would have done if I was the director. But you know, I'm better than the entire of the AAA scene because I'm the goddamn best indie dev in this entire fucking planet. Dragon's Dogma, horrible. Really horrible game. Don't play it, it's trash. Skyrim. Elder Scrolls games are really bad. They're really bad. But, not pun intended, if you add mods to it, they're actually cool. So, if you're playing vanilla, it's bad. If you're playing with mods, they're good. So, Elder Scrolls, okay. Final Fantasy XIII, horrible. The story doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense. The game is bad. Really, really bad. And when I say bad, I mean like how you look at this and say, hey, we are going to publish this. Like, the game is really bad. Final Fantasy, I believe is 0. It's okay. It's a little cool game. I like it. Type 0 is my favorite Final Fantasy. Like, this is what, when I think of Final Fantasy, I think of Type 0. You know, multiple characters. They're in a school setting. You are in the middle of a war with different empires. Everyone uses a crystal. There are the icons. Really cool game. Real-time combat. A shame that there are no more. Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2 is worse than the first one in every single way, but mods make it work it, so it's okay. Homeworld, horrible. Why horrible? Because it's a strategy game where the AI just looks to what units you have, and then they make the perfect counter to your units, and that's really cheap. So don't play it, it's trash. Homeworld, Karak. Karak is a little bit better. I would say it's regular. I like it a lot more than Homeworld 1 and 2. Lobotomy Corporation. Horrible. The lore is really cool, and the gameplay is absolute trash. Limbus Company. Horrible. You have to grind just to watch a story, or you have to pay the guys to enjoy the story. So horrible. Lords of the Realm. Little cool game. A little bit bad if we think about it. So MGS 5. It's okay. Gameplay is good. The story is really bad. Not a lot of cool stuff. Like if you watch early MGS games, they were a lot better in having different stuff. Like, it was not the same stuff over and over again. Like, for example, if you look to MGS 1, yes, you are in Alaska, but the entire base is different. You look at MGS 2, you are in a boat, and then you are in a platform. So the platform is a little bit shamey, the boat is a little bit samey, but there is enough stuff to keep it interesting. You look at MGS 3, a lot of interesting stuff. You look at MGS 4, you literally go around the world. You look to Peace Walker, there are a lot of stuff in Peace Walker. You look to Ground Zeroes, every one of the missions is different in Ground Zeroes. Like, there is a lot of stuff. I know you could say, oh, but it's only Camp Omega, but there is a lot of stuff there. You look to MGS 5 and the promises that Kojima made, and he didn't deliver in anything. So it's really sad. And I am into you, Kojima. I am mean to take you down. I'm going to grab every single idea you have and I'm going to make it better. You, with Camilla and Suda51, I'm going to fucking custom you to the ground. I'm going to literally destroy you and replace you. I'm better than you in any way. And I'm declaring war upon Japan. and I'm going to take down the entire Japanese industry. Pathology 2. Horrible. They made the promise to remaster the first game, and they didn't deliver in anything. Like, they didn't do anything. Like, they say, hey guys, and now they're selling every single game in different packages. Like, this is really bad. You don't come to people and say, hey man, give me the money and I will give you a complete game, and then you cut it in parts and sell it in parts. That's really bad. There are always FPS drops. The story is really cool, the characters are really cool, gameplay is really cool, but their monetary practices are something that, guys, I cannot support you nor endorse you. Besides, you are Russian, so you have part of the blame that the world is in such trash state right now. If you guys had let the Germans won, then maybe we could have been a little bit better place right now. I fucking hate you guys. Remember Me. It's a bad game. Gameplay is fine. Like, you have to understand that this was the first game for the guys that later they made Life is Strange and so, and it's alright. It's alright. Like, for a first game, it's alright. I would have made it different, a lot different. Like, I would have made it like Assassin's Creed. Like, instead of going to the memories or a specific person, like, I would make it like anime sessions where you go to different times, and so the way that this corporation is controlling the world is because they are brainwashing people into believing they are in a specific timepiece, like some species of matrix. That is what I would have done instead of whatever the game is, so it could have been a lot better. Resident Evil 2 regular. Like, I don't know, man, I have played all of the Resident Evil games. I played it on the PS1. I didn't like the ones on the PS1 because they are like survival horror, but not survival horror in a Silent Hill way, because Silent Hill is better than Resident Evil, but in a way that if you look at Resident Evil 1, 2 and 3, they are survival. Then 4 goes to action and betrays everything the first 3 games were doing. Then 5 jumps the shark and goes completely stupid. Then 6 crashes the boat. Then 7 goes back to being survival horror. Then 8, which crashes once again the boat and just completely destroys everything that they're working for. So 2 is regular because man 2 is regular because damn, like, I know you guys are probably Leon fans or Claire fans, but the game is inferior in every way to the PS1 games, and even to the first game, to the one that they remastered, so I cannot endorse it. And 8 could have been a lot better if they went with the original story instead of whatever they did. Then we had 3. 3 is okay, I know, but take this into consideration. You can watch Jill ass the entire game, and let me tell you, that greasy and stinky woman is what saves the game. Yes, watching Jill deep throat the tentacles of a monster is the only thing that saves the game. And damn, what I will give just to smell that stinky woman. Resident Evil 0 horrible. Resident Evil 0 is a horrible game. A horrible game. The mechanic to change from character to character is just like, I know they were testing what they will do in the future with Resident Evil 5, and goddamn, it's such a bad game. Tomb Raider, but it's a bad game. Like, you can watch to the PS1 Tomb Raider and then to the PS2 and then compare it to with the Tomb Raider that came later, the later trilogy, and it's inferior in every way. It's inferior in every way. Just play the PS1 games, play the PS2 games if you want more, and then forget it even exists. I don't know, maybe play Uncharted if you want more. Fear is the only one I'm going to put on recommend. Like, really cool game. Fear is really cool. I really like the atmosphere, the gameplay, the sound, the story. Really cool. A shame that then in the second game they just dropped the ball and the third game was absolutely horrible. If I was the director, what I would have done is just make, like, there was this game called Nocturne, and this game called Blood Rain, where you play as an organization that investigates super paranormal stuff. That is what I would have made with Fear. Not just put, hey, Alma Way is the only supernatural stuff in the entire world. No. Make different supernatural cases and you play as a soldier going in to investigate, like kind of Resident Evil, just like Resident Evil. Just make that. A shame they didn't do it. Then we have Tekken. Tekken is a regular. I have played every Tekken game. They're really cool, but it comes to a point where they make the same mistakes time and time again, and fighting games are in a horrible place right now, so I cannot endorse it. Like, if you like it, cool, but I don't like wasting money every year in multiplayer games because they get abandoned in less than a month. Like, I don't like buying a multiplayer game and it's dead the next week. Gothic is okay. Like, I like the stuff. I like the stuff of putting different things and such. I like it. Like, it really gives this feeling of being a nobody and becoming an important figure. That's something that RPGs don't do anymore. The controls are really bad, but if you want something like that, it's okay. Left Alive is regular. Left Alive could have been the game to replace and destroy Metal Gear, but sadly that didn't happen because they were incapable of making a good game. Right? They weren't capable of doing it, which is a shame because we need something to compete with Metal Gear, and they could have done it. Like, if I was the director, I would have been a really cool game. I'm working in a mecha game, so I'm not going to tell you my ideas because I will curb stomp Kojima. Kojima, prepare your anus. I'm coming for you. Age of Empires 2. This I recommend. Really cool game. I recommend it. Really cool game. I don't have anything to say. I'm just saying, really cool. I like it. Star Wars, all of the early games, they're okay. If you like it, like Jedi Knight Academy, really cool. Like this guy that looks like Obi-Wan, like the Catan guy. He really cool. He's really cool. I like the gameplay. I like the unique ideas. I like when Star Wars had a soul. Sifu is okay. Like, I want more games where The problem with Sifu is that you only have one martial art, and I would like more games where you can play as different martial arts and you have these different areas and this content. But Sifu is okay, like for a first timer, really cool, like really cool for the first time making a game like that. It's really cool. Dragon Age Origins, also okay. It's an okay game. It's an okay game. It has a lot of cool ideas, a lot of replay, a lot of interesting stuff. I like it. It's a shame that all of the sequels and viewers themselves just shoot themselves in the head. So play the first game and forget it even existed. Wolfenstein, bad game. Wolfenstein is a bad game because you could make something really cool with Wolfenstein, but they just dropped the ball, and I'm working on it. I'm working in a better version of Wolfenstein, and it's going to be the coolest game ever. Like, I'm going to destroy the entire video game industry with this game, and it will be really cool. But let's say Wolfenstein, it will be better if they let you play as the bad guys instead of shooting the bad guys. That's all I'm going to say. Dragon God, horrible game. Dragon God is a mystery game where you investigate aliens. Really cool. The problem when it is the mixing of the sound is bad. Gameplay, you need a guide because otherwise you will get lost. So for who is this game? For guys that like Schizo. Age of Empires 2 and Age of Empires 3, it's okay. It's okay, it's an okay game. It's inferior in every way to the second game, but it's alright. Age of Mythology, recommend. Like, Age of Empires 2 is really cool, but Age of Mythology has a really good cast, has a really good story. The music is so good. It's better than the one in Age of Empires 2. Gameplay, maybe you like more 2, maybe you like more mythology, but for me they are top with Warcraft and Starcraft 1 and Warcraft 3, they are top. Borderlands, the Dark Saga, horrible. Just don't play it. They're so cringe games. Deus Ex 1, recommend. Really cool game. I like it a lot. I know it's old and clunky. Like, there are a lot of really frustrating stuff. Like, believe me, I dropped it like 4 times before finishing it because it has so much stuff that you played and say, god damn, video games are much better now. But at the same time, the game really has soul, so I recommend you just stick with it. Look up a guide if you don't know what to do, and believe me, you will have an incredible time when you finish the game. Like, reaching the end is amazing. Like, I really like it. Deus Ex Human Revolution, regular. For a first timer, you have to understand to say, hey, well, they didn't know what they were doing and such, and making a sequel to such a legendary game like Deus Ex. And then you will say, oh, but it's a prequel and stuff. But, you know, making something in something you are not the original owner, like, it's hard, but a little bit cool. Then they made Deus Ex Mankind Divided, which is okay. I like it more than Human Revolution because you play in Europe and Prague. It's a really cool map. I really enjoy going around the city, talking to people, watching stuff. Like, it's a shame we don't get games with a focus on that anymore, and that the game wasn't finished. So kind of a shame. Devil May Cry 5 regular. I didn't like the story. I didn't like the fact that they just like Itsuno is a fucking hack. Like Itsuno is a fucking hack. Like man, these Japanese devs, they don't know how to make a game, and you will see it, man. Like there comes a point then when I say, damn, these Japanese guys, they don't even know what they're like. Japan, give me your entire industry and I will save you, or just die in my way. Devil May Cry, the collection, it's okay. It's okay. I really like Devil May Cry 3, but you gotta understand that Devil May Cry 1 is made by Kamiya, so it has a lot of stupid shit. Devil May Cry 2 is horrible. It's a horrible game. Like then, guys, I got PSD after trying that game. God damn. And 3 is really cool. It has a little bit of stuff that you play and say, hey, this maybe it would have been better if it was Cat. But Dante versus Virgil, that last fight, that last level is 10 out of 10. Like I remember being a kid and playing that in PS2, and I was like, damn, I cannot even think what the future of video games will be like. Like this is peak. Like this is 10 out of 10. This is what video games should be like. And then I have reached the future, and video games are horrible. Devil May Cry 4 also okay. It's an okay game. I like it. I liked it more gameplay wise than 3. The story is not very good, and it has a lot of good content. Like there's one entire story about Dante going to hell and just moving through the circles of hell, and then it will make parallels with Nero and such. He will reach Virgil on the last circle of hell, and he will fight Mundus to save his brother and stuff, but sadly they didn't do it. So this Coalition, horrible game. I know you will say, oh no, this and that, but guys, you made a visual novel that plays like a CRPG. And let me tell you guys, the mechanic of just dying if you interact with a character and you have to go around and dip in your toes every time you pick something because you could die. Like there was a point where I died because I sit on a chair and just had to drop the entire quest, continue making quests, letting the day pass, so I had HP to survive the encounter. Like man, that was so stupid. Like I'm glad those guys got bankrupt. I'm glad because you deserve it. Final Fantasy X, horrible game. Like it was so stupid. Like look guys, if the main character of your game is absolute waste, like you don't put like a Giga Chan, like the father of the main protagonist Tidus, and you put Auron and say, man, I want to play as those guys, and I want to play as Tidus. So it is what it is. You put a bad main character, I'm going to fucking curse on you. Final Fantasy 12 regular. The same thing that happens with 10. You put the main character as the less interesting character in the entire cast. Like imagine if Final Fantasy 12, instead of having the little thief kid, you had to play as Capitan Bash. Like you are a general, your country has been destroyed and you are planning a resistance. Like you are the big boss of Final Fantasy. That would be so cool. Or you play as as the other guy, I forgot his name, the pirate guy, and you go around being a pirate in this state of war and such, and you make merchant, and you want to survive being just a sailor surrounded by this stuff, and like that would be so cool. It's a shame they didn't do it, but it would have been really cool. Half-Life 1 is going to come to recommend it, but I have a little bit of a problem here. Half-Life 1 has to come to recommend it, but I have a little bit of a problem going up. Give me a second. Let's bring recommended down. This is why you make less tiers. This is why you make less tiers. Let's put recommended in the bottom. Half-Life recommended. I really like Half-Life 1. It's better than 2. Hearts of Iron 4, horrible game. Why is it horrible? Because they always put mods and then they update and everything gets broken. So I like the mods, but guys, I don't like having to search around for the new version of the mod, because every time there is an update the entire mod is broken and I cannot play it anymore. Like, I have to interrupt my playthrough time and time again. So you will understand it is a little bit tired. It's the radio, horrible. You don't make a game where you are a little skating and you make it with tank controls. Like, it's really frustrating to play just a radio because the controls are absolutely horrible. And don't come with stuff saying, oh no, you got to feel. No, guys, I played the Tony Hawk games on the PS2 and the PS1, and those games have better controls than just a radio. I like the graphics, I like the music, I like the characters, but by the love of God, the gameplay is horrible. Metal Gear Rising, bad, like the same thing than just a radio. The controls are really bad. The story is cool, but I really like better the original version, and I plan to rip it off, so I'm not going to tell you guys what the original version is. Metro 2033 is a regular game. Like, I don't like it has the same thing as Dictionary, where you are punished for playing the game, where they say, hey man, you will get the bad ending because you have to be a little hippie to reach the good ending, and that I don't like at all. I like the waifu, but I don't like getting the bad ending just because the game itself don't know how to do it. Last Light, bad. I know you will say but Anna Pussy, yes, but you had a bad first game where you do the pacifist bullshit, and then you repeat the same in the second game. So I'm not letting you go, guys. Then it comes Metro Exodus, horrible. Like, first time I let you pass because it's the first game you are doing. Second time I'm starting to get a little piece. Third time you do the exact same bullshit because it's bullshit. Or saying, hey man, you got to be a pacifist, otherwise you get the bad ending. And here there are a ton of scenes with your waifu and a man just being in the train, you are in the train and Anna's in your hands and she's sleeping over your legs, and like, damn, I'm not going to get this anywhere. There will never be a woman over my legs sleeping.
damn, I'm so lonely. And that is why you get a horrible. You remind me that I don't have family love. Neo, horrible. They grab the worst of Dark Souls, that is to say, stupid gameplay with stupid bosses, with stupid level design, and they put the same systems as Diablo. Like, you don't make Diablo and put Dark Souls elements on it, or you make Diablo or you make Dark Souls. And even in Japan, only if you are a weeb you will like this game. But for me it was too long. Like, I was 90 hours in and the game just keep coming on and on and on. Like, I was like, damn guys, this game never fucking ends. Pathologic 1, horrible game. Like, man, it's so frustrating playing that game. It's so frustrating. Like, I remember doing the third playthrough where you play as a changeling and your attacks don't do nothing. Like, you're literally touching the enemies and you have to find your doppelganger over the entire town or you lose. Like, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating that, like, God, like, I dropped that game like 40 times already. Like, I speak Lodge, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you guys. Like you with Miyazaki and Dark Souls, you are why video games are trash. This stupid attitude of saying get good, you guys are guilty. And I'm going to fucking destroy you. Resident Evil 7, horrible. Also, really horrible game. Everything is stupid. The idea is stupid. The first person camera is stupid. The game ends and nothing really matters because it was like a self-contained history, and then Kirsten Redfield comes and say, hey, it's actually not Umbrella but the organization I work for, and then just drop everything in it. And like, guys, it's so stupid. Like, Resident Evil story is just goddamn stupid. Resident Evil 1, regular. Like, I will argue 1 and 4 are the only good Resident Evil games, but you know, it's a little bit frustrating. You got to play with a guy. Resident Evil Revelations, regular, because Jill Ass saves the game. Rev 2 is okay, because damn, Barry daughter is so cute. Like, I will bang the chick. But then Resident Evil Raccoon City, horrible game. It's really cheap game. Like, don't get me wrong, if you are playing it with your friends you may have fun, but I was playing it alone and it was really cheap. Rise, Son of Rome, bad game. Could have been a lot better. You had a lot of stuff with the Roman Empire to do, and I would like more games of that style than just take on Ubisoft and show the guys that they don't have a monopoly over history. But gameplay was simple, graphics were cool, music was cool. Story could have been a lot better. Sekiro, horrible. Fucking hate Barry, fucking hate Japan. So you only like the game because you are a whip, and because Bandai Namco has convinced you all that playing hard games, when in reality there are stupid gameplay, is like a really cool identity. Spellforce, horrible game also. The game just spams stuff like the AI cheats, really bad game. Spellforce 2, the same, an inferior version of Age of Mythology in every way. Spellforce 3 is a bad game. Could have been better, yes, but at least from being absolutely horrible to, hey, it's a bad game, at least something. System Shock 2, horrible. The entire thing of making you walk around the ship to get stuff with respawning enemies and like really bad game design. System Shock 1, the gameplay is absolutely horrible. If 2 is bad, 1 is even worse. Total War Warhammer, bad. The point that they make you spend so much money to get stuff of the game instead of just giving you when you buy the damn game is enough to say fuck Total War. Fuck Creative Assembly, I fucking hate you guys. And the point that it takes so long to load, like goddamn guys, goddamn, don't buy these shitty games. Dawn of War the same, they're also shitty RTS games. Age of Empires absolutely mocks you. The Witcher 3, horrible. They started this entire thing of making action RPGs, like everyone is copying The Witcher 3, and it's an absolute disaster. Like I hate this time. Like The Witcher 3, The Witcher 2, regular. It was a little better. I like trees. I like those redhead titties, but it's a regular. Could have been better. Like a lot of crashing. The Witcher 1 is a regular game also. Could have been a lot better, but it was the first game. Thronebreaker, also regular game. A little bit of failed advertising because Geralt isn't in the game also, but it would have been a lot better if they make games on the Witcher universe where you play as different characters instead of playing every time as Geralt of a series. But Yakuza, all of Yakuza Saga, horrible games. They never make something new. All of the games are a repeat of one another. When they had an interesting plot device, something that could advance the story, that could change anything in the story, they just drop it. They never carry on. So they're horrible games. They're games equal to Persona and all that make Atlus just to waste your time. Like, I'm sorry Japan, but I'm going to fucking cross-stomp you. Nier, I recommend it. Nier is a good game. The problem with Yoko Taro is the same with the entire of these Japanese devs. You get a really interesting premise and then you fail to execute it. But the problem with Yoko Taro is that the premise is not really good. It's absolutely 10 out of 10, and it's a shame he hasn't made a good game yet. But don't worry Yoko Taro, I'm going to replace you. I'm going to take the entire Nier lore for my game and I'm going to make it better than you. Don't worry, I'm going to save you Yoko Taro. I'm going to save you. Kingdom Fighters, it's a regular game. I don't like the thing that they don't tell you how to get the endings, and I don't like party based. Street Fighter, I recommend it. I recommend Street Fighter if you want to start with fighting games. Maybe you should take a look to Street Fighter. I would say Tekken, but the point with Tekken is that it's third person, like it's in 3D, and when it's in 3D you have this Korean hub and stuff, which will be a little frustrating. Like the control in Tekken is a lot more complex than Street Fighter, so if you are starting, I recommend you go with Street Fighter. Darkest Dungeon. Horrible. Imagine making a single player game and nerfing stuff. Fuck you. Counter-Strike. I recommend it. Like, it's a cool game. Like, the community and the mods and stuff, I really like it. Like, I haven't played the last one because I am in Linux, so I cannot play it. It's a shame, but I have really fun memories of playing the zombie mode with my friends, like playing those maps made by the community. Like, really fun memories of it. So if you can get your friends to play it, you will have a good time. Homefront. Bad game, could have been a lot better. Like, they could have replaced Far Cry, but sadly, like all of Crytek games, really bad execution. KOTOR. Bad game. You can see the start of the decline of BioWare with KOTOR, but hey, you like Star Wars? Go on. I just don't like turn-based games. Darksiders, also bad game. Could have been a lot better executed, a lot better gameplay, but you're looking for something to play, they're cool. Hades, horrible game. The game is just padding. It's just padding. Like, they make the game so long when, like, man, you could have made this game a 4 hours game. You could have put all of that optional content. Like, you could have made a linear game, put the characters to talk, make like a system like Persona and stuff, and you could have made a 5 hour games a lot better than making a really long game where you have to play time and time again, and it's really repetitive and it gets all really fast. Kingdom Come Deliverance, horrible. I want to know when video game devs will understand that making frustrating stuff into their game is a really bad idea. Like, man, you cannot even save in this damn game without having a resource, and then the game only save for you. Like, and first person combat with melee, that's all I have to say. If you have played games, you know that melee first person combat is impossible to do, and these guys just make really frustrating when if you are at 3v1 you will lose, because if you don't have the master class of just perfect block, perfect counter, you will lose every time. Horrible game. And don't get me started on the sequel is even worse. Liberal Arena, bad. It's a bad game, a little bit better than Limbus Company, a little bit better than Lobotomy Corporation, but it's still a bad game. Mountain Blade is an okay game. You may like it. I don't like this kind of, hey, make your own fun games, but maybe you do. Stalker, horrible. The entire Stalker franchise is just a poor man's Far Cry, and Far Cry is a bad game, so Stalker is even worse. Like I get it, I get the appeal. I have played all of the games, I have played the mods, I have played everything. Like, I have spent more than 8 or 9 years playing Stalker. But you have people that want to play a game because they want a story. You have people that want to play Stalker because they want to have the experience of exploring the zone and just having these random events and making their own story. And so start get a storm between these two ties, the people that want to have a linear FPS and the people that want to have a sandbox. And so no one is happy, because you cannot have those two experiences on the same package. That is the problem with Stalker. Pillars of Eternity, horrible, just an inferior Baldur's Gate. Haikyuu, horrible, like this is Sword Art Online, but even worse. Like goddamn. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is a game which I'm going to come here and make a little something. I'm going to put it on the special tier. Because it's a really special game. I don't recommend it. I just say that game is special. Like the amount of replayability, the amount of really cool stuff that they have is really good. I really like the game. I have so much fun memories of playing it. The characters are really good, the music is really good, the atmosphere is really good. Combat is not very good, but all of the other stuff really turned the game up for me, and the mods are also really cool. So I really like the game. I wouldn't recommend it because, like, I know maybe you like it, maybe you don't, but for me it's a special game. Like when I look to Vampire the Masquerade, I get inspiration to continue being a game dev. Like I look to that game and say, man, I wish one day I can do something special like this. Voice of Cards, also recommend. It's made by Yoko Taro, and it's a little Final Fantasy 1 type game. So if you want to get that Dragon Quest, that early Final Fantasy experience, really recommend it. Mass Effect is bad because they never reach the heights that they reach with KOTOR, so, and even less with Dragon Age. So if you want to play one, just play 2 and just get one of the waifus and continue playing. Don't play 3. Like play 1 and 2 and just stop. Like forget BioWare exists after playing 2. Dark Souls is horrible. Dark Souls is something that the problem with Dark Souls is that there are a lot of things inside of it that From Software made on purpose. That is to say, they just didn't have the medium to do it, and so they left the blanks. And so there comes a person just saying, hey guys, this is really deep. No, it's not deep. The guys in From Software just didn't know what to do there, and they just let it empty, and you are making an story inside your head. Lore guys, Gitwood guys, have a complete fabric reality of what Dark Souls is. Like Miyazaki is like, damn, I don't even know why these people like these games. Is it because they're hard? Is it because of the non-existent lore? Because let me get this clear. What From Software does is making the entire game and then just invent the lore on the last moment. And you can say, where is the proof? The proof is that if you look to Dark Souls 3 and you look to the beta, there is huge amounts of content. But when I say huge, it's huge. and the story is really cool. Like the original story for Dark Souls 3, this thing of traveling around time, this of fighting the Lord of the Eclipse, this thing of having angels in the game, of fighting dragons, like you will have the dark snakes, like of the ending of Dark Souls 1, the cycle of rebirth and all of that. Like, it was really cool. And what do? They drop everything for a fan service of Dark Souls 1. And there is with, like, for example, the King Jorm and King Galan and all of this stuff, they just replace it like that. Like, for example, Jorm the Giant is the skeleton guy that you fight when you are in the dungeon and you touch the chalice. That was original Jorm the Giant. And Jorm the Giant is the tutorial boss. Like, you were supposed to fight the Jorm the Giant of the base game in the tutorial zone. Like, they just wrap, like, Kinoceiros is the boss of the tutorial. Like, you have all of these characters and they just move it around and they just make up the lore. That is what From Software does. And so you have all of these guys. Shout out to Batty and to all the lore guys that make these stories inside of their head when From Software doesn't care. They don't care. They just make the story 5 minutes before publishing the game. Like 5 minutes before you can buy the game, they make the story. So Miyazaki, you are a hack. From Software is a hack company. Go back to make the games you made during the PS2 era. Go back to make Tenchu. Go back to make these horror games like Q-On and stuff. And stop playing in the big leagues, guys. You don't know how to make medieval fantasy. I do. And I'm going to fucking destroy you. Lies of P. Lies of P is, and I'm going to make this just so I can punch in the face the entire From Software fanbase. It's a good game. It's better than the entire From Software catalog. Get fucked, From Software. The Last of Us, horrible. The original story was a lot better. Like, don't get me wrong, the gameplay is cool. Like, if you want some survival game, but the story is really bad, and this is why the original story was better. Like, in the original story, Abby was the mother of Ellie, and so they were with this cold and stuff, and there are some things there where she has some problems, right? Like they wanted to delete Ellie on Minecraft before she was born, and so the original story is really dark, and that's why they changed it. But it would have worked a lot better if we play as the mother of Ellie, which was her world, and then she had to conceive Ellie, knowing Ellie was an her world child, and then you have played as all of these flashback scenes as Ellie, and then you will have this other character that will actually kill Joel, and then you will fix the story if they made it a 3-part act. But as Naughty Dogs are fucking hacks, there guys, I fixed your game in less than 10 seconds. Next time, call me. I am the goddamn best video game dev. Ace Combat. I recommend it. Ace Combat are good games. I prefer the PS2 ones and the PS1 ones, but Ace Combat 7 is alright. Bass Blue is a good game. I like it. Guilty Gear, I recommend it. Like, if you want something faster than Street Fighter, then Guilty Gear is really cool. Under Night in Bird. Good game. Dead Island. Horrible. It's a horrible game. Armored Core. It's good. I prefer when From Software does robot games than when they do stupid Dark Souls. So this is the list of my Steam library. This is the games I have on Steam. I will make the indie list in a later video because, like I say, I just don't think it's fair for indie devs to just put it in a competition. Like, I know there is no indie dev that has the amount of money that Konami, Ubisoft, Bethesda, CDPR, Capcom, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo has. So Square Enix and stuff. So that's all. As you can see, most of the games I really didn't like. There are really few games that I like. And so, well, that's all. PLP out. Have a good one.